Institutions, like books, have chapters, marking time, progress, and events. David Sallee has guided William Jewell through one of the most extraordinary chapters in its 167-year history. His 16 years of service make him the longest-serving college president in the Kansas City metropolitan area. David arrived at William Jewell in the year 2000 with a leadership style that brought out the strengths in people and in the college.
He is able to stretch people in beautiful ways, and he always can see more possibilities for you than what you envision yourself. The vice president for advancement left the college, and David invited me to lunch, and I thought the lunch would be me telling David, this is who I think you should hire. And it really became David telling me, you can do this job for us.
First and foremost, David is courageous, and secondly, thoughtful. So in the midst of a crisis, he does not shy away from asking tough questions, challenging those around him to study and also ask tough questions and provide a variety of solutions. And I would say that's the unifying approach that he uses no matter what the crisis is.
There were two crises during Dr. Sallee's tenure, both in 2003. First, a tornado.
David was able to step forward and say, yeah, we'll fix all this. And the key thing about this campus and about this institution are the people, and we have all of them. His attitude and his fortitude as he led the campus in recovery after that disaster was absolutely impressive.
Later that same year, the college was presented with a situation that would shake its very foundation.
Early in David's tenure, the Missouri Baptists came to us with some demands that would not be consistent with our history or what one would think of as a liberal arts college. And David, with the consultation of his board, very articulately responded to that in a very forceful, positive way, which ultimately caused the separation between the Missouri Baptists and Jewell.
That left him both short of funds and short of students because they had been a big source of both. So he was in the position of seeking support for a different path, and he also needed to rebuild the support for a small liberal arts college in the Midwest.
And he succeeded. By 2007, William Jewell College was ranked among America's best colleges in several categories by national magazines. And critical to that was Dr. Sallee's ability to unify people behind a cause.
He brought an ability to bring together many diverse groups. He loved the students, he respected the faculty, and he put up with the board. And to be able to do those three things has to be a pretty special person. Even though he was the president, he acted like, I'm here to make this college better. Help me do it.
Dr. Sallee recognized the importance of a strong relationship between William Jewell and the community. He developed relationships with key people and grew visibility through the Harriman Jewell program. He grew the reputation of the school within the business community, partially with interns who went to work at local companies and were some of the best ambassadors for the college. He worked with local corporations and foundations for funding to expand the most successful programs. For example, the Oxbridge Honors Program, which attracts some of the best young minds to the college.
Dr. Sallee had a very strong relationship with Hall Family Foundation. The foundation really respects leaders that are making progress, that are moving things forward, and Dr. Sallee was that person.
Dr. Sallee made the college a more diverse place and strengthened it athletically and socially by steering it to a 4-year on-campus living policy and guiding it to NCAA Division II status. And there were broad academic improvements, a strong accelerated program for nursing, a Master of Science of Education in Differentiated Instruction, a nonprofit leadership major, and the Center for Justice and Sustainability.
We've had to deal with a tornado, we've had to deal with cultural changes, we've built any number of buildings, we've had to upgrade the entire campus to keep up with the marketplace. We have Jewellverse, which we're very proud of, the continuation of the Oxbridge program, Harriman Jewell program, all these things. The breadth of what he's had to deal with is, really amazing, and he's done an excellent job.
But he didn't do it alone.
Mary Sallee is always the person looking out for maybe who's quiet, maybe someone that has a need, maybe someone that's underrepresented in whatever situation we're talking about. If you're associated with the Jewell family, you're part of Mary's family. I would personally really miss that when she's not here.
Mary and David have every senior student to their home for dinner. It was because they wanted to know what they were going to do and where they were going to go. And that kind of opportunity to know the president of the college, to know the faculty, I think provide the students a wonderful launching pad to go forth and to feel that they've come prepared to the world.
I'd never heard this before, but David always carried, and I'm sure he's carrying today, a British pound. And on the outside of the British pound, it says, "Standing on the shoulders of giants." And he always reminded each of us that whatever we did, we were standing on the shoulders of giants who had been with this college before, who had made it successful. And now, David, Mary, you did a wonderful job in all the things you did for us. We will now stand on your shoulders. Thanks.